This week we are going to be looking at the changing seasons, why they happen, how they happen, and the effects of colder weather on our UK wildlife. We are also going to be exploring the impact of global warming and climate change. We are all familiar with the changing seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. But how many of us have ever stopped to think about why they occur and how they influence the behaviour of our different wildlife species? Whilst there are variations in climate and weather conditions between countries, these seasonal changes occur on every continent all over the world. The only exception to this is Antarctica, which only experiences two seasonal changes, summer and winter. Our Earth is tilted on two axes and divided into four hemispheres: north, south, east and west. It is this tilt which results in our seasons. As the Earth rotates in space, different areas of the planet's surface receive more direct sunlight than others, resulting in summertime. The furthest away from the sun an area of the Earth's surface is, the colder it is, resulting in winter. When it is summer in the northern hemisphere, it is winter in the southern hemisphere, and vice versa. It takes 12 months for the Earth to complete its rotation around the sun. As summer turns to autumn in the UK, temperatures start to drop, and one of the first things we notice are the leaves as they start to turn brown and drop off the trees. This all happens as a result of a process known as photosynthesis, which we learnt about during week 6 when we looked at rainforests. During spring and summer, increased sunlight causes plants to make more of a chemical called chlorophyll, which is important to the plant for food production. Chlorophyll is green, giving the leaves their colour. As the autumn arrives and winter approaches, some plants stop producing chlorophyll in order to try and conserve energy. Any chlorophyll then left in the leaf gets broken down and other pigments start to show their colours, giving the leaves the rainbow of yellows, browns, oranges and reds we associate with autumn. Other changes that occur as things get colder and animals start to prepare for the approaching winter are: hedgehogs get ready to hibernate in order to conserve energy. Squirrels start to collect and bury food in preparation for when it becomes less plentiful. And some species of birds migrate to warmer climates. However, climate change is having an effect on our seasons. Warmer winters may sound like an appealing prospect to some people who don't like the colder weather conditions, but the change in climate can dramatically impact our UK wildlife. Migrating birds, for example, time their migrating periods to coincide with insect hatchings, which their young feed on. If warmer temperatures cause insects to hatch early, then by the time migrating birds arrive back in the UK, there will be fewer food sources for their chicks, causing young birds to starve. Hedgehogs also hibernate during winter time. Contrary to popular belief, hibernation doesn't actually mean that they go to sleep, but is rather a period of inactivity which enables them to conserve energy during colder months. Hedgehogs periodically awake from this state during warmer winter periods in order to forage for food. However, this can pose problems if they are unable to find sufficient food sources to replace the energy lost in the process of waking. This could also result in them eating food sources that they wouldn't normally be exposed to, and which could potentially put them at risk, such as posing the threat of them being killed by parasites. Longer periods of warmer weather also mean that they are having young later in the year and closer to winter months. This reduces the amount of time baby hedgehogs have to fatten up before winter, and means some don't have enough energy stored up in order to hibernate. The time has now come to download the activity sheet and complete this week's task.